Hi, boys and girls. Well, we're going to continue with our maps lessons, but there's a very important part that you will often find on maps, and that is landforms. What are landforms? Well, that's where science comes in. Landforms are how the earth is made. It's what it's made of. So we're going to be reading a book called Introducing Landforms. And it's a Bobby Kalman book. So let's take a look. What are landforms? Oh, table of contents. I'm going to get another wrinkle. Awesome, because I need to know what landforms are so I can share this information with other people who may not know what a landform is. How Earth looks. There are 7 huge areas of land on Earth. The areas of land are called continents. The continents are North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Oceania and Antarctica. They are huge areas of water around the continents. The areas of water are called oceans. These children are making a map of the continents. Name the continent that each child is painting. Look at the map above if you need help. Which continent is missing from the children's map? Let's see. So 1 is South America. 2 is Africa. 3 is Asia. 4 is Australia. And the one that's missing down here, well, that would be Antarctica. So there are the 7 continents, and our 7 continents on this planet are surrounded by oceans. What are landforms? The continents are Earth's biggest landforms. Landforms are different shapes of land on Earth. In some places, the land is flat. In other places, the land is tall and steep. There are many kinds of landforms on Earth. What shapes the land? Landforms are shaped by wind, fire, water, and ice. Landforms are also shaped by movements of the earth under the ground. Some landforms are shaped by animals or people. Small underwater animals created this island. People created these peninsulas. Wind and water shaped the rocks. Fire shaped some mountains. Ice created many landforms. Our beautiful Earth. Landforms are different in different places. They make Earth interesting and beautiful. Without landforms, Earth would look the same everywhere. Look at the pictures on these pages. Are there landforms like these where you live? These children are playing on a beach. These people are sliding down a waterfall in a canyon. There are hills near this girl's home. She loves sliding down the hills in winter. This boy lives near a coast. He is exploring a cave. These children are visiting a desert. They are learning about mesas and buttes. You will learn about these landforms and many more in this book, So just keep reading. I know I've been down to the bay, the Chesapeake Bay. It's got a beach there. Elms Beach is a beach. It's sandy. So some of these landforms are around our area. Oh, Calvert Cliffs is a great place to go looking for shark's teeth. So we have cliffs. Other landforms. Ocean meets land. A coast is a landform. It is the edge of land where it meets an ocean. Coasts can be very different. Some are rocky with cliffs. A cliff is a tall, steep rock. Other coasts have beaches. A beach is an area of sand or pebbles next to water. The water at many beaches is shallow and clear. The water in the ocean is salt water. Salt water has lots of salt in it. This girl is playing in a shallow ocean water on a beach. So now we've got cliffs here. Here's a picture of cliffs, sharp, steep rocks near oceans. The coast and water. Peninsulas and sea caves are landforms that are parts of some coasts. Some coasts give the ocean waters near them different shapes. Bays, coves, and harbors are ocean waters that are shaped by coasts. They are shown below. Here's a peninsula that sticks out. Here's the bay. Here's the harbor, and here's the cove. A peninsula is land that has water around three sides. 1, 2, 3. A bay is water that has land almost around it. 1, 2, and 3. A cove is a small bay right here. A harbor is an area of water near the coast where boats are protected from wind and waves. So we've got ocean meeting the land with cliffs and peninsulas, bays and harbors and coves and sea caves. All of those are landforms. Rivers and lakes. Rivers and lakes are bodies of water that are on continents. A river is a large system of water that flows into a lake or down into an ocean. A lake is a body of water that has land all around it. The water in rivers and lakes is fresh water. Fresh water does not have salt in it. So we've got a waterfall. That's also a landform. There's our waterfall there. We have mountain, and river. Those are all landforms. We have a lake, which is surrounded by land, a river. We have a glacier, and we have a mountain. Those are all landforms. What makes lakes? Lakes form in large basins in the earth. A basin is like a bowl. Many lakes form from melting glaciers. A glacier is a slow-moving river of ice. The water in the lake comes mainly from rivers and streams that flow into them. Some of the water comes from rain or melting snow. Lots of different landforms there. Waterfalls, mountains, rivers, lakes, glaciers. Those are all landforms. Water all around. Islands are landforms that have water all around them. They are found in oceans, rivers, and lakes. Some islands are huge. Other islands are tiny. This tiny island is in a lake. Islands from corals. Some islands are formed from coral reefs. Coral reefs are huge underwater landforms found near coasts. They are made up of corals. Corals are the hard skeletons or coverings of tiny animals called coral polyps. When coral polyps die, their skeletons are left behind. Coral reefs are made up of skeletons that pile up. When they pile up above the water, islands are formed. So we've got the coral under the water, and then we have a large coral reef, the beach, and then the island as the coral reefs built up, and built up an island. So an island is a landform that is surrounded by water. Islands can be big, like the 3 main islands of New Zealand. They're pretty big. Then you have small islands like this tiny one in the middle of a lake. Oh. High mountains, also a landform. Have you ever climbed a mountain? A mountain is a very high area of rocky land. It is wide at the bottom and narrow at the top. It has steep sides. Mountains that are very small and not steep are called hills. This girl has climbed a mountain. The mountain is rocky and steep. How did she get up there? Maybe she took a helicopter. Maybe she climbed. Who knows? Alone or in groups. Some mountains stand alone. Some stand in a group. A mountain that stands alone does not have other mountains around it. Most mountains are in groups. A group of mountains is called a mountain range. There are many mountain ranges on Earth, so mountains and hills are landforms. Valleys. Valleys are low landforms that are between mountains. They are also below mountains. Some valleys have curved sides. Valleys with curved sides are U-shaped. Other valleys have steep sides. Valleys with steep sides are V-shaped. This picture shows a V-shaped valley. The weather is warmer in valleys, warmer than on the mountains around them. Trees, grasses, and flowers grow in valleys. There are rivers too. Elk, rabbits, chipmunks, hawks, they all like to live in valleys. This horse has found food to eat in the valley. So a valley is a landform. Wide, flat plains. Much of the land on Earth is made up of plains. Plains are huge areas of nearly flat land. Some plains are covered in bushes or forests. Forests are areas with many trees. Other plains are covered in grasses and flowers. They are called grasslands or prairies. Rabbits like to live in grass on plains. These rabbits are hiding in the grass. These deer live on a plain with a forest. They are drinking from a river that flows through the plain. Plains are good for farming. The soil on plains is good for growing crops. Crops are plants that people grow for food. Plains are also good places to raise farm animals. On plains, there is plenty of grass to eat for cows, horses, and sheep. So a plain is a landform. Desert landforms. Deserts are dry areas that get very little rain. Strong winds blow in deserts. The winds push sand into huge piles called dunes. Dunes are a desert landform. In some parts of the deserts, there are water. There's water under the ground. When the water comes up from the ground, it makes an oasis. An oasis is an area in a desert where plants grow. So that is a landform. Messes and boots. Mesas and buttes are desert landforms. Mesas are hills and mountains with flat tops and very steep sides. Wind blows sand against the sides. Over time, they become very narrow. When they become narrow, the mesas are called buttes. Canyons are landforms that are also found in dry areas. Canyons are much deeper than the land around them. Many canyons have rivers running through them. The rivers wear away the rocks in the canyons. Over time, the river changes the shapes of the canyons. I think the Grand Canyon is one of the biggest canyons here on the continent of North America. Some canyons have hoodoos. Hoodoos are thin rocks that rise up from the ground in dry areas. They have interesting shapes. Some hoodoos look like giant mushrooms. Other hoodoos look like weird creatures. So you can get deep canyons and hoodoos. Hoodoos and canyons are landforms. Caves and caverns. Caves are underground landforms. They are empty areas inside Earth. Some caves have huge rooms. The rooms are called caverns. Some caverns are joined by tunnels. There are tunnels deep inside this cavern. Many caves have rock formations that are still growing and forming. The formations in caves are made from minerals. Some formations hang from the ceilings in caves. They are called stalactites. So if it hangs from the ceiling, it's a stalactite. Other formations grow up from the ground. They are called stalagmites. Stalactites and stalagmites often join together. When they join together, they are called columns. So you can see we have stalactites, stalagmites, and then columns. So those grow from minerals inside caverns and caves, which are landforms under the ground. What is a volcano? A volcano is an opening in the Earth's surface. Some volcanoes are active and some are dormant. Hey, we know dormant from the fall when the trees go to sleep for the winter. We can call that dormant. An active volcano still erupts or explodes. Smoke, ash, and lava shoot out from its opening. Lava is hot liquid rock. After lava pours out, it dries and gets hard. Each time a volcano erupts, the dried lava builds up. The volcano gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Dried lava can get so tall that it can make a mountain. Some volcanoes erupt every day and the mountain keeps growing. Volcanoes that erupt underwater become mountains too. They grow up until their tops reach above the surface of the water. The top then becomes an island. So volcanoes can create mountains and islands. All of them are landforms. All right, boys and girls, I hope you were paying attention because here is a landform quiz. Take this quiz to see how much you learned about landforms. Match the correct picture to each of the clues. Okay, here we go. Which landform shoots out hot, melted rock? So which one of those landforms shoots out hot, molten rock? If you said the volcano, you are right. Here we go. Which landform has water at its edge and can be rocky or sandy? Which landform can be rocky or sandy at water's edge? If you said beach, you were right. Which landform was made from dead ocean animals called coral polyps? Which one? If you said an island, you are right. Which landform is a large underground room? Which landform is a large underground room? If you said cavern, you were right. Which landform is deeper than the land around it? Which landform is deeper than the land around it? If you said canyon, you are right. Which landform has sand or pebbles covered by shallow water? Hey, wait a second. We thought that was the beach. Is that the beach twice? Has water at its edge and can be rocky or sandy. That's a beach. So it said 2 is D. What is 2? Oh, the coast. Wow, good thing we checked it. Because the beach actually matches number 6, has sand or pebbles covered by shallow water. I thought that was the beach, and that one is. But 2 has water at its edge and can be rocky or sandy as the coast. All right, number 7. Which landform has water on 3 sides? That we know is the peninsula. We got that one right. Number 8. Which landform is taller than a hill? So which one of those landforms is taller than a hill? You're right, the mountain. Which landform is mainly flat land? Yup, the plains. Which landform is a rock with a weird shape? Oh, that one we just learned about. So which one is that? Yep, the hoodoo. All right, my friends, scroll on down and see what your landform assignment is for today.